On the 20th of July, 1969, John F. Kennedy's wish finally came true. Apollo 11's mission was completed, and Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, aka Buzz, had successfully landed on the moon. The two astronauts had a busy day exploring the moon for a total of 3 hours, carrying out experiments, picking up bits of moon dirt, and of course, taking selfies, because who wouldn't take selfies after successfully landing on the moon? 51 years after the initial moon landing, and 48 years after the most recent one, NASA is making plans for another moon rodeo. It appears that we're going to the moon after all. In this video, we'll tell you everything you need to know about the Artemis program. Before we begin though, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button to stay updated on all of our videos. Without further ado, let's dive in. The Artemis program is NASA's ongoing space mission. Nearly half a century after Apollo 17, which was the last moon trip, NASA is ready to land the first woman and the next man on the moon's south pole by 2024. The program is run by NASA in collaboration with commercial and international partners. The commercial partners include U.S. commercial spaceflight companies, and the international partners include the European Space Agency, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, Canadian Space Agency, and the Australian Space Agency. This space mission is an integral part of a much bigger picture. NASA intends to use the capabilities, technology, data, information, and research developed during the Artemis space flights to aid in achieving their ultimate goal, which is to eventually land a crew on the planet Mars. Over the years, NASA has been known to name their projects after characters in Greek mythology. For this program, they chose Artemis, and we really weren't surprised. Artemis in Greek mythology is the goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, wild animals, chastity, and of course, the moon. If being the moon goddess isn't enough to make her the perfect candidate to personify NASA's path to the moon, she's also the twin sister of the Greek god Apollo, who the first moon landing program was named after. And now you might be wondering why the first spaceflight program to successfully land humans on the moon was named after the god of the sun. Well, we don't know either. The Artemis program incorporates some major components of some canceled NASA programs and missions, like the Constellation program and the Asteroid Redirect mission, and it's set to accomplish greater feats than its predecessor, the Apollo mission. What was indeed the finish line for Project Apollo is to be the starting point for the Artemis program. This space mission is so much more than just landing on the moon. This time around, it's about maintaining a long-term presence by staying on the moon for weeks and months. This will be a great feat for NASA, considering the crew of Apollo 17 could only stay for 3 days. NASA has chosen to go back to the moon for a host of reasons, and these reasons include equality. Between 1969 and 1972, a total of 12 male astronauts have landed on the moon, all of whom were part of the US Apollo mission program. 48 years later, Artemis is set to land the first woman and the 13th man on the moon. It's about time. Research. In all honesty, the world has made huge progress in terms of technological advancement, and generally, the human race is a lot wiser than we used to be. With the backing of these factors, NASA is certain that they'll be able to strategically retrieve samples and properly analyze these samples, like water and rare minerals that will be retrieved from the Lunar Exploration Mission. Enhanced partnerships. NASA has made it clear that they intend to use the Artemis program as a medium to broaden both commercial and international partnerships. NASA has also said that it hopes to establish American leadership and a strategic presence on the moon while expanding the US global economic impact. In fact, the US government is working on a huge budget boost for NASA to support funding for the Artemis missions. The 2021 proposed budget is $25.2 billion, which is an estimated 12% increase in the already existing plan. If Congress were to approve this budget, it would be the biggest funding boost NASA has received in years, leaving them with $12.3 billion to spend on the Artemis missions. Sadly, Congress has yet to approve. NASA has well laid out plans for the next trip to the moon, and these plans include 4 integral parts: the rocket, the spacecraft, the Lunar Gateway, and the moon landing. The rocket, the Space Launch System. The rocket to be used for the Artemis program is the Space Launch System, or SLS, which upon completion will be regarded as NASA's flagship vehicle. It's a super heavy lift expandable launch vehicle designed by NASA to be the primary launch vehicle for all deep space exploration plans. The 111.25 meter lift rocket, as of 2020, has a projected cost of $18.6 billion. The spacecraft, the Orion Multipurpose Crew Vehicle. The spacecraft for this mission is the Orion Multipurpose Crew Vehicle, or the MPCV. The Orion MPCV is a partially reusable space capsule designed to be used in NASA's human spaceflight programs. It consists of a crew module, a European service module, solar panels, a glass cockpit, and an automated docking system. It was specifically designed to launch atop a SLS rocket with a tower launch escape system. This command module can effectively support a crew of 6 astronauts, and it can last for a total of 3 weeks undocked and up to 6 months when it is docked. In February 2020, NASA began to run tests on the Orion in preparation for the lunar exploration. The Lunar Gateway. The Lunar Gateway is a space station in the lunar orbit designed to dock with the Orion module, and its purpose is to serve as temporary living quarters for the astronauts of the Artemis mission upon landing on the moon. The Lunar Gateway is multifunctional and is expected to serve as a solar-powered communication hub, science laboratory for research, a temporary habitation module, and a space for the containment of rovers and other robots. The Lunar Gateway project is headed predominantly by NASA. However, plans reveal that it's meant to be developed, serviced, and utilized in collaboration with NASA's commercial and international partners, Canada, Europe, and Japan. The Moon Landing Module. Now to the Moon Landing Module. Astronauts are expected to dock the Orion spacecraft at the Gateway and transfer to a landing system for expeditions to the surface of the Moon. The lunar landing vehicles are designed to transport cargo and humans from the Lunar Gateway to the Moon's surface. NASA is currently working in collaboration with some commercial companies to develop both a human landing system and a series of other vehicles for robotics and cargo. The landing system for the Artemis project is specially designed to be used for multiple missions and will be a huge improvement on the lunar model used for the Apollo project, which was designed for a single return journey to the moon's surface. A combination of these factors come together to form the very big, heavy, and extremely expensive launcher that will transport the astronauts for the Artemis mission. The original Saturn V launcher definitely doesn't stand a chance. Now that we have discussed the what, the how, and the why of the Artemis program, it's time to discuss the when. The Artemis program consists of 3 missions for now. However, there are plans for missions 4, 5, and 6 if the first 3 are successful. The Pioneer mission is to be an extensive test of the Space Launch System and the Orion spacecraft. The mission was originally scheduled to take place in 2020, but reports say that the date has been shifted to April 2021. The SLS takeoff location is the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Once in space, the Orion module will detach and continue its journey to the moon. The mission is expected to last for 25 days, after which the module will land in the Pacific Ocean. The second mission is scheduled to take place in late 2020, with a crew of 4 astronauts making it the first crewed Artemis spaceflight. The mission is expected to last between 8 to 10 days, and the Pioneer Artemis crew is to fly the Orion module 8,889 kilometers beyond the moon, and then complete a lunar flyby before returning to Earth. The third mission will steal the show, and here's why. This mission will be the first moon landing in 48 years, and it will be the first time a woman sets foot on the moon, as well as the first time humans visit the moon's south pole. The astronauts are expected to spend a week exploring the moon's surface, carrying out research, and analyzing samples, including sampling water ice, which was first detected on the moon in 1971. As expected, the Artemis program has been faced with some challenges, including funding issues and technological delays. The US government has also identified schedule problems and cost overruns with the SLS rocket development. But all factors being considered, things are still looking pretty good for NASA, and there's still a chance that NASA's 22nd astronaut group, who was nicknamed the Turtles, will walk on the moon come 2024. And that's everything you need to know about the Artemis program. It turns out we're going back to the moon after all. From all of us here on Earth, thanks for watching Super Freaky Science. Don't forget to subscribe and tell us what you think about the Artemis program in the comments.